I just dropped $6,000 on Alex Hormozi's book launch event. I originally spent $400 2 weeks before. Little did I know I was going to be dropping $6K 2 weeks later. The reason why I dropped this money on Alex Hormozi is because, you know, he's probably like the best marketer of all time. Like his free stuff on YouTube is literally better than 99% of people's paid courses. I've never seen so much free value, which is just sitting on there. It goes to show you like how important it is to skill stack as an entrepreneur and not just be like one dimensional. The power to be a really good copywriter, which Hormozi is, a really, really good salesman. He's even he's even like good with content as well. Obviously, he's a master at being in front of the camera, speaking. To go alongside that, to be the very, very, very best that you can be, you need to have a massive work rate. And his is unmatched, right? I think he sat on that webinar for over 11 hours straight without a single break. A couple of zins, no caffeine. He probably had a cup of coffee at least before. No caffeine for the whole 11 hours. A few zins, and that was it. And a beer. I'm pretty sure he had a beer as well, which, yeah, like the guy's crazy. And that work rate, no one else could do that. No one else could keep up with him. And he just wanted to keep going. Like he absolutely crushed it. He broke all the records. But just having that different side of him, like this more, he had like some other kind of beast in him. Like he just wants to keep going. He doesn't want to just win. He wants to absolutely crush the competition. And I feel that's something to look up to, especially in today's generation of babies pretty much who just cry about everything, too afraid to do the hard work. I feel like this is refreshing. I always look up to people like Hormozi, Charlie Morgan, Alex Becker. These are like all super hardworking people. They're not just skillful. They've got a lot of like grit, determination, and absolutely amazing to see. Like anyone should be looking up to these guys. They're best of the best, honestly. But yeah, like, and the power to host this webinar, and bear in mind that this guy has no sales team. He has people on the phones managing, I think, for any kind of like problems that happened, like when people were purchasing online or if they had any like queries or anything like that. But he had no sales team to sell you this 6K package. And I think there was a 24K package, or it might have been 18. But there was no like sales team to, you know, twist your arm and get you to pay for it. It was just him, Hormozi, on a webinar. And made over 150 million just like that. But this wasn't just down to this webinar. There was a huge build up. There was the whole bubble that was just filling up for the last 3 years of just constant value. Like Hormozi posting these 1 hour videos, 2 hour videos, 3 hour videos, up to like eight short form videos per day. Like every single day, 8 short forms a day, you know, 2 to 3 YouTube videos a week for the past 3 years without asking for absolutely anything. He wasn't trying to sell you for the last 3 years. He was building up his brand. He was building up this whole sort of stockpile of just pure value for the past 3 years. And finally, it literally just burst. And that's when he cashed in and made the 150 million. That's the power of a huge personal brand. That's the power of giving. You know, the old quote, he's got nothing to sell. Well, finally he did. And I guess he deserved it with the amount of hard work, the amount of value he's been pushing to people like business owners like myself, entrepreneurs. He deserves it. Like, to ask for one thing on one day, yeah, 3 years of just giving. I feel like he deserves the big payday. So this is why you need to be posting content, especially on YouTube. Like, you need to be posting at least like 1 video per week. And I've been guilty for this. I run a content agency and I haven't been posting. I've been too busy trying to get my clients results. And that is a great excuse on paper. I mean, I've got my clients like Zidane. I've taken him from like 5K, 10K subscribers to pretty much at 100K now. I think we're going to hit 100K today or tomorrow. I've taken other clients like Shayna from an inactive channel, 1K subscribers to over 60,000. and we're still growing and growing. We're going to get 100K probably by the end of the year. I've helped massive clients like Justin Waller with Instagram, YouTube. So like I've seen how important it is to be posting. Obviously I haven't, but I'm here right now. So it's super important. I've seen with all the brands I've helped, people like Hormozi too and Alex Becker, like the power of especially a really good YouTube channel. Like YouTube just defeats every other platform on social media, hands down. Like just the fact that you can post videos 10 minutes, 20 minutes, hours long, and over time that just builds up so much trust that by the time people, if you have something to sell, by the time people are watching off your content, they've seen all your videos, they're a big fan, they don't need no sales call. They'll literally just give you their credit card details and you can charge them exactly what you want. So start posting, especially on YouTube. You won't regret it. And also the new meta as well, touching back on Hormozi just giving so much value, is, you know, you just keep giving, and then whether that's 6 months later, 12 months later, a year, then you release your product. That is the best method. And I know Alex Becker's doing something similar to this. I just can't work out what he's trying to do. I think on paper, he's trying to just build up entrepreneurs and businesses till they're at this high level. And then obviously he has high ROS, which is not for beginners. So him giving free value and building businesses up to a high level means eventually they're just going to use high ROS and give him money. It's actually genius, really. Same with Hormozi. He builds up businesses, free value, then he invests in them or he buys the businesses, which is an awesome business model. It's pretty unique. So yeah, that is probably the new meta, which you're going to see over the next coming like years. I feel like people are starting to like suss this out. I think it's going to be still quite rare that people do this. They have to be like really established business owners like Becker and Hormozi, who have a lot of authority and a lot of money. But yeah, I wanted to touch base on the playbooks here and mainly just the AI. I'm going to like dive deep into the AI real soon and just showcase what that's about. But yeah, it's miles different than just ChatGPT. Like this is Hormozi and it's got over, I think, $31 million worth of consultant expertise in this thing. So it's no joke. It's completely different to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give you, will tell you what you want to hear. Hormozi will do the complete opposite. He'll tell you straight, he'll call you out, and you know, he's even roasted me. Like he's roasted me, he's telling me to do all kinds of like crazy stuff. Like my outreach is too low volume. I need to do like the rule of 100, he says. So it's like 100 reach outs per day for the next 100 days, which is, it's pretty tough, you know? I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. And 100 minutes of content a day, that's like the non-negotiable. I'm posting at least one piece. The one piece can be anything. It can be YouTube, it can be Instagram. I mean, it could even be a tweet, he said, but I feel like that's kind of, posting one tweet's kind of a cop out. Maybe if you get desperate, you could do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go and break down the AI in a second as well. So let's get straight into it. Yo, welcome back. Look at this wallpaper for a second. It's beautiful, right? Here's one of his books. It's the 100 million lost chapters. It's just all the information you can fit into the 100 million offers book. It's actually really good. I don't even know if I'm allowed to like show all this stuff, but it is really good. It's pretty cool. Then on my drive here, I've got this black book, and this thing is an absolute beast, right? It's got everything, all the information, details, the scripts of like the SMS, the email, the VSL scripts, the YouTube scripts, every single detail about the launch of his new money models book. It's absolutely insane. It's got all the webinar stuff, like all the slides to his webinar. Like I think there's like, I don't know how many. Let's just have a look. There's like hundreds of them. 1,635 slides on there, which is absolutely crazy. And then we got the workshop, which was the 4-hour video going through the money bottles. But on here, I've just got on my drive. All the scripts, landing pages. Stuff's insane, honestly. I think that black book on its own is worth the 6K, especially in the hands of someone who knows how to use that. Let's get into the Hormozi Consultant AI. So when you're on here, you click new page, You have all your chat history on here. As you can see, it's quite a bit. There's quite a few loading on there. Then you click personalize. Obviously, I don't do this anymore because it's already done. You have to give it some key information. So we're a done for you agency. We have a service. Main form of advertising is cold outreach. It's going to be content soon. I'm the person that does the leads, who handles the leads, does the outreach, does the sales calls. And at the minute, what's this one? Monetization generating. Yeah, so low volume, high ticket. We don't get high volume. We're obviously, because we're high ticket, with the way we do our outreach it's personalized, so we don't send tons and tons of outreach out. We usually send like 5 to 10 per day, but we do our outreach with free value up front. Then primary selling mechanism is me. I'm the salesperson. I take the actual call online as well. And employees, a few. We don't have like a massive team. And yeah, so the tech status, we just have tons of spreadsheets, bit of a mess. And constraint, we just need more leads. I mean, you can have like, is it sales, delivery, profit? It's literally just leads. We're just not doing enough outreach. And then you just put your offer in here and what you actually do. So we're a done for you agency. For YouTube, we do ideation, scripting, editing, thumbnails, SEO, posting. We literally do everything for you on YouTube apart from film. And we can actually film for you if you're local, but most people are not. We're in the UK. All of our clients are mainly in the US. All right, cool. So the play, rule of 100 cold reach outs a day for 100 days straight. So you don't have a leads problem, you have an inputs problem, fix it with the rule of 100. Cold reach outs per day for 100 days. Do it first thing, 4 hours, no exception. If you do this, you will not be hungry for leads again. And then it has like the books to reference on here as well. So you click on this and it opens up the exact page from the book, which is referencing on here, which is pretty cool. As you can see, boom, pretty cool, nice little feature. And then it's also got like more detail on here, like who to hit, build 1,000 name list, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, podcast, newsletters, by niche, not by novel. And then it's like what to say. It gives you the whole scripts on here. Boom, it's got our offer on here, which is pretty cool. Pretty good. He has like his own sort of like framework, and I wonder if I can find it on here. Oh yeah, he's got the BAM fam, so book a meeting from a meeting. Like if you're on a sales call with someone, like, and they're trying to get off the hook, always put the next meeting on there. That's kind of something which he like drills into people. Yeah, the best outreach framework, personalized, big fast value. It's the ACA here, front load, follow up. Boom, personalized, prove you're not a bot. Comment on there, recent posts, the niche metrics, anything that shows that you've done your homework. Give value straight away. Don't tease, just give it. And then keep it short and sweet, one sentence. Tiny CTA, 50 minutes for a quick phone call. I think it's kind of weird, 15 minutes for a fit check. I found like some of his lingo I don't think that would work, especially not for my niche. And then always offer like 2 time schedules. So, how does Tuesday at like 4 p.m. work, or Wednesday at 3 p.m. and like just shoot your shot, like just move fast like that. One of the thing is high volume, but his team, like, it's just fast. Like, would message you every single day, just front load. Like, send your outreach first day, then the next day, and 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 then a week off, then outreach, and then it's like 2 weeks off, and then it just bumps up after that. But the first week is just heavy. Some people say a little bit spammy, but at the end of the day, it just gets better results. So yeah, this is this in a little nutshell. I just thought it'd be cool to show you this. Let's get straight back into the video. Cool, so getting into these playbooks, man, like every time you have an issue, say you're struggling with something like on branding, if you can see that. The playbooks are small, straight to the point. Apparently, Hormozi said he's only filled out the playbooks with literally the best of the best information. Like, he's cut out literally all of the fluff. So if you've got an issue, it's going to be in here. It's going to be easy to find. And, you're really just going to fix that problem fast. Like, typical, like, Hormozi style. illustrations on here as well. Really easy to follow. I mean, a 12-year-old could read this and learn quite a bit. But it's like looking in this playbook here. I don't even know if you can see this. But yeah, we've got like the advertising handbook. We got the leads. We got the goated ads. We got loads in it. We got content. We got branding. We got sales, closing, money models. And also we had like a bunch of PDFs, which he didn't release to anyone, which were really cool. So there's like a PDF on, I think it was 100 million offers, the black book, which was like never released at all, which is cool. But yeah, like that was, I've not gone through that myself yet, but I've had a little skim through it. Absolutely, it's cool to see. There's just, to be honest with you, there's so much information on here, which it's just hard to get the time to like dive into it. The main thing is obviously I've been absolutely utilizing the AI. I've been pretty much going through all the little handbooks. I've pretty much read all these already. I still need to actually go through the money models. Not even touched that yet. So I've got my work cut out. Kind of what I'm doing now is literally just, I was going through a stage where I'm like reading 1 to 2 like normal books a week, mainly like sales books, business books. And I've kind of just went and just cut that straight out. And I'm like, I've just invested 6K in all this Hormozi stuff. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to literally just devour all of this stuff. Like no other books, no other courses. I'm a sucker for going through courses, but I've kind of said to myself, forget about every single other course, forget about every single other book, and just devour this for like the next 6 to 12 months. Absolutely milk it so you know it like it's on the back of your hand. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing on that. And this is how I'm going to implement it. So if I have an issue, like I just mentioned, say I've got like a leads issue, there's a leads book in there, I can be like, okay, I'm going to work out, I'm going to go to the AI, I'm going to get the leads book out, and I'm just going to pinpoint what my issue is. The AI is amazing at doing that. It can literally just suss out what your problem is, and it can give you like 5 or 6 different fixes, and you just go through them one by one, and eventually you just come to the solution and fix your problem. And it's usually more like, Hormozi always goes and says to you on the AI, it's like always a volume game. Like for me mainly, it's just I'm not doing enough, which is true. It's a hard truth. And this like volume negates luck. So yeah, I think this was like 100% worth it. Even if I just signed one client from this, it's $6,000. If I signed one client and they stay with me for a couple months, this thing pays off on its own. Like, do you not think the information in like this, in this playbooks here, the sales script handbooks, everything, like there's a sales closing handbook which he uses for acquisition.com sales members. Like, I'm gonna take that sales script and I'm gonna change it around and obviously make it fit to my business. But the whole frameworks work. Like, I know, going back to it, do you honestly not think that there's at least 1 or 2 bits of information which could actually help me sign at least one client and make my money back? I honestly, without sounding crazy, I believe that I'm going to make at least $1 million with this amount of information. Obviously, it's going to take a while, but I believe that I'm going to sign like hundreds of clients with this amount of information I've got here. I'm just going to implement. Obviously, I'm not just going to learn for the sake of it. I'm just going to, every single day, I'm just going to devour it. I'm going to keep reading through it on bits where I don't have a problem, but just keep going through it. But when I do have issues as well, that's where I'm going to like take action and like just hone in on what the problem is. But anyway, even if I didn't make the money back from this, which I feel like is impossible, like you can just use this as like a tax write-off, which is crazy. Or even if I didn't want to do the tax write-off, I could literally just sell the $200, which I've got. Which, by the way, if you watched it this far, drop a comment down below and I'll give you a free book. Just shoot me your, I don't know, maybe your Instagram handle or something, and then I'll message you and just tell me where you came from. And then we can do something like that. Or I'll leave something in the description below. But yeah, I feel like people will say 6K for the books. The ChatGPT Hormozi is a huge waste of money, but that's like a scarcity mindset. Like that's how you lose, having that kind of mindset. I'm always willing to invest in myself. It's definitely not a waste of money. If I sign like 2 clients from this, I get a return on investment, bare minimum, and I also get a tax write-off on the books as well. So I believe the information here will make me, at least $1 million, and hopefully one day I'll get to tell a story back to Hormozi at one of his workshops or one of his masterminds and stuff and say, you know what, I just made 100x return on investment with this, and it was the best thing I ever did. So yeah, to be the man you want to be, you need to act as they do. So I'm starting to implement absolutely everything in these books. I'm taking a lot of lessons on like the amount of like tenacity and work rate people like Alex Hormozi have, and I'm starting to like put that into my own life and think, I really want to be like one of these guys. So I've got to think, I'm not capable of being those right now. I'm not capable of being someone like Charlie Morgan, Alex Hormozi. So I need to figure out what they do day to day, like the amount of volume they do, like the amount of work they do, and the amount of what do they do. They read a lot. Like someone like Charlie Morgan, Hormozi, they're reading every single day. They're learning. They're working like 8 to 12 hours. They're doing certain things, and it's about figuring out what they do and just doing what they do. Obviously, with my business model, tailor it to you, and that's how you become. That's exactly how you become someone you want to be, or at least you can get close to them. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what you can do too. I'm glad you've watched it this far, and hope at least you could take away one piece of information from this video which can help you with your business or your content. Keep crushing it, and like and subscribe.